those galleries, that is distributed everywhere. I'm serious. Like, I take it to Denver, I take it to Springs, any convention, trade show I go. It goes into every welcome bag to every single visitor that's from out of town. We do visitor bags for every single convention. So even like this month, I bet you we made 15 to 2,000 bags. We hand out to every visitor that comes to those conventions to know what's happening up in Pueblo. So that is distributed extremely everywhere. This Livability magazine too as well has a little piece and pie of the arts district in there too as well. You can kind of see some of the stuff that's in there. It also lives digitally, same thing with our visitor guide, it lives digitally. So people are just scrolling around town worrying about Pueblo, it'll actually bring up some of these really cool things. This is one for you. This is Pueblo Shares. I would take this down. It's Pueblo Shares. You might have it on there. But what that is, it is a website, and it's for media that we share out. So when you put it on there, it's free. You're not going to get any credit for it. But we can actually send this out to like Parkview, to anybody who's interested in, I send it out to all of our magazines, any of our media that we have, I send it to like KKTV, I'll send it to, pretty much I'll send them to this website. They can go down and download images of Pueblo for free. The nice thing about that is you can't really put like your individual artwork on there, but if you have it sitting on a gallery or you want to do something, I would get grandma and your nieces and nephews to stand in front of it admiring your little artwork. Put it on there, because that might end up on the top of that Livability magazine you just saw. That was actually one of the artworks. So I would, look at that and see what it is, because it'll end up on that. Plus Parkview, District 60, District 70, when they're doing HR, if they have somebody coming in like a doctor or something like that, they send all these pictures to it, and it just lives. And they can actually pull these pictures off of their own media too as well. So it just kind of lives. But this is kind of gives you the details of actually how to get on there and actually share your content. So this is just some of the stuff, and there's the arts and culture. This is some of the stuff that there's not a whole lot of arts and culture on there. I just want to tell you, there's not a whole lot on there. See, like there's people admiring stuff. It's really important because we pull from this like everywhere. This is one of the things that we'll do when we go out is I will take all this information about the arts, our galleries, performance arts in here too as well. I haven't done as much. I mean, we do some things with culinary art, but this one, like I have some things on there, but it has to be more of a generalized thing. But I do swing them to all these different places. So if you have anything there, it's really a good place. And I take this out, and we actually send this out digitally to a lot of people who are interested in art, just so we can try to get them here. We'd have a lot of signature events where we go places. We just went to the Travel and Adventure Show. That's always a great thing for us. It's very expensive. People don't realize some of these trade shows are anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 every time we go. We actually partnered this last time to the Travel and Adventure Show with Colorado, the Colorado Tourism Office. So this is kind of one of our little things right here. I walk around and talk to travel writers. I talk to anybody who's adventurous to come in. And so I'll take all sorts of different things. Like I'll take the First Friday Art Walk. That was one of the things that we had done, along with the Van Gogh. And so that actually goes out with people too. But a lot of people are interested in art, and I'll say, hey, do you know we're one of the only creative corridors here in Colorado? And they're like, really? And then you just kind of start talking to them about all the different things that they can actually do here. There is people who hold classes. If you hold classes for people, let me know those, because that's another thing that I get asked all the time for, is about classes for people who hold some sort of art class for them, like whether it's pottery, painting, or anything like that. Travel journalists and influencers. I send people out all the time when it comes to any of these kind of things. We just had the Rocky Mountain Food Report, the Real Food Traveler. This is one of the things that I sent him in around. He did go to a lot of the art installations, and so we kind of had things go around. Our next one is actually Eric Phillips and Morgan Tilton. They're coming in, and they're a videographer and a freelance journalist. They're going to be doing outside adventure stuff. But I had somebody, if you're willing, this is another thing, if you do something like pottery or anything like that, let me know if you do anything that's kind of engaging, because sometimes these travel writers want something unusual to actually go on tour. I need to know some of those kind of things so I can get them there. But we just finished having somebody who's starting to go down to, she was here this last weekend, and I haven't even seen her writing yet because she hasn't finished publishing it. But she went down to Blowback, so hopefully you'll get some sort of shout out. They went down there into that area, and she's doing neighborhoods now. So we brought her in. We have to pay for that, and we usually get hotel rooms and stuff for her when she does that. And Mari went all over, and so she was doing different neighborhoods and kind of talking about different neighborhoods and what's in it. So that's kind of an unusual thing. This is a grant application for if you're doing an event or you get a collaborative. Maybe you guys as artists having a collaborative. We do offer a little bit of a grant for that. It doesn't really ask for a lot of different things. We kind of look at it and decide, where things go. But, it is kind of some thing that we do offer is a grant application. But it's really great if artists can get together and do a collaboration, because then we help several of you at one time, which is really a fantastic thing. And I think strength and growth comes from only continuous effort and struggle. And she was talking about before how you're going to say no. I mean, Jeff may say no to your stuff too, but you just got to keep getting positive and find out where your resources are and who can help you. You've got the chambers here, you've got the Small Business Development Center, and Bernadette offers a ton of stuff. I would definitely just sit down and have a conversation with her. I mean, she can help you get the resources. And that's what I know Dante's here for, that's what I'm here for, and that's what the Small Business, we're free. Ask us if you are having a hard time finding something or a connector. I feel like I'm a really good connector because I do the chamber side, I do, Visit Pueblo side. I have to talk to 50 million people. If you're having a hard time and you don't find something, reach out to one of us that are in this room. We'll try to find something for you. So you got my card, definitely reach out. If it's no question's a stupid question. If I can't find it, I'll reach out to those people that because I couldn't find, I had to find judges for a certain event. I reached out to Latino, I reached out to whoever I could to try to help me make it satisfied. We want people when they come here and they visit here to be kind of satisfied. So, and to get together, we are better together, and that's the whole thing. Don't think of yourself in this ocean all by yourself and trying to swim with your artwork. We're here for you. I mean, that's the whole thing is we succeed as a general consensus. So just make sure that you are reaching out to us. This is our team right here. It's not a large team when you think of all the stuff that we actually do. But this is our team right here, and that's my name, my contact information. And I do want to say, too, that I also do the Lodging Association, which is another big, huge association here in town. And when one of our few meetings a while back, they were talking about they want to get a little bit more involved in the Pueblo stuff. Not all of them are able to do certain things in their lobbies, but they were talking about maybe working with some artists at some point. So if there's a big art thing that's happening in town, they would be willing to do some in their own lobbies too as well. So like she said, reach out, you never know. She reached out to Parkview and look what she was able to do. She got some artwork in there. So don't hesitate maybe reaching out and just finding out, hey, is it okay if I do this? Because some of them are willing to do stuff. So don't limit yourself. Just kind of reach out to some of those other organizations that are out there. And I know the girl here was earlier, and you guys were very good about telling her about the El Pueblo History Museum. They have a great gift shop. Let me tell you, their gift shop's great. We also have the Welcome Center. If you have like a little brochure about what you need to do, the Welcome Center's there. That's what it's for. So when people come in, we welcome them to the city. We give them information about what's going on, what's happening. So if you have something like that, contact me. I'll make sure that it's in one of our slots because that's what it's what it's there for. I mean, it's a Welcome Center. So any questions with anything or? No?
Inspiring. It's exciting. Yeah.
Well, and like I'm here, like I do a lot. Like I said, that's just a part of it. Like every day, like I just recently did a convention. They're not going to be here for like a year from now. But they asked me for unusual things. People don't realize this. I have to do off-site ventures as well as just booking the convention, right? Like I work with them and try to make them happy. So I'm doing off-site adventures. I had a request to find live artists to do a live piece in front of their audience and it's like an hour, and then to have like little miniature things that they can hand out, and a little miniature farmer's market. So this is just a request. So I get requests like this all the time. I get requests for bands, I get requests for performance artists, I get requests for dancers. And when these conventions come in, they want different things. So if I have your card, if you're willing to do some sort of, something like that, then I'll say, hey, they're on my list. I can start checking it off and maybe call you and see if you're willing to do that, because who knows? I mean, but I have unusual requests like that all the time. And, and like we're going to be using Jeff, I put him on, we just did a thing for a convention that's coming in, and I did put in to use his building, to house some of these people coming in for an off-site venture. So I look at stuff all the time and just try to see where we can go and what's going to be an unusual thing for them, and Jeff's really been accommodating for what he has. But you should charge, actually, Jeff, like even $3 to get in, because it's a great place. Every single time I go, I am amazed at some of the artwork that's in there. So, I mean, that's...
I sense a critical mass. I mean, things are starting to accelerate and go up.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, so, and like I said, I'm a resource anytime you need me. If you don't know something, I can try to connect you with, somebody to help you out, so. But that's it.
Thank you, Lisa. All right, before we let Dante talk, okay, I'm doing this out of order. Normally everybody says introduce themselves at the beginning. I don't do things in order, okay? That's where I get along with creators. I'm like, okay, I get what you're doing. We can move here, we can do this, but come on, we gotta figure this out. So part of what we're trying to get you to understand is that you have resources, but you gotta get to know each other as well. So we're gonna have you introduce yourselves, tell what kind of art you like to do, and that way you guys kind of know each other and you can create a little bit of a network, okay? So let's see, we're gonna start in the middle with you.
Hi, my name's Zane Ferguson. I do remembrance art. So it's more like jewelry made out of ashes of loved ones.
Okay.
And it's been it's just something I started with because I first did my grandmother and my grandfather after they passed away. And my cross and then the ring. My other set of grandparents with my uncle, who's actually the one that's the white piece because he always had to be the center of attention. That's him, right? So that's what I do, and I know it helped me with the grieving process, so I wanted to help others. And lately, I've just been doing it for people who pets have passed as well and stuff like that. So they have a remembrance of remembering the person. And then it turns into an actual family, like a family passed down, what's it called?
Nice.
Heirloom.
There you go. Good job. All right. He's got his mouth full, so we're going to come to you before you take a bite.
I'm Joanne Sunder.
Have you reached out to funeral
I
homes?
was an art educator in
You should.
museums and
You should.
schools for
You should.
45
You should,
years,
because that would be
and
something.
relocated
Then talk.
here to Canyon City, actually. I do mixed media pieces, I do handmade books. I am a dream journalist. I also teach classes in journaling and dreams, recording and interpretation, a lot of different things.
You ready?
Sure. Well, you saw me up there.
Yeah,
I'm still Jeff McGee.
Yeah.
I'm a sculptor mainly, but I do all kinds of other medium. Probably everything but clay. And I had a show in the original gallery in December, and then the people who own the Museum of Friends in Walsenburg said, I want your show down there. So my show was down there for about 2.5 months, and then we just got it back about 3 weeks ago. So because we're doing all this work in the gallery, my studio is impossible to work in. Every surface is full of crap. It's depressing, but it happened, and we could get to work back on the walls and out of my studio and go back in there and start making things again.
All right.
My name is Angelica. I am a photographer and digital media creator. I specialize in small business services, product photography, and human nature / lifestyle.
Hi everybody,
everybody. My name is Amy Nava. I'll pass what I make around. This is a mala right here. It's made from gemstones. And I make intentional gemstone healing pieces for people. So I immediately thought, how cool would it be to incorporate that as a guru? So I always put like a guru at the bottom, and that is like, that's the piece that holds it together. It's what guides you in the energy. So to be able to have like an actual ancestor.
Right,
that'd be
where we
cool.
need it and-
And show your wrist too. Those are all her
So these are
beads
all my
as well.
bracelets.
I think I own 4.
So what I have a small boutique in my home, but what I'm really what I'm really excited about this for is that I felt kind of helpless in the fact that I would love to create an actual holistic wellness boutique. So this is apothecary. This is a place that you walk in and you feel peace. It's calming. You receive healing. I want to have a tea bar where people can come in and they sit and they have tea. They shop. There's products, local organic products that they can shop and just be in the experience with. They get. I'd love to host classes there. So I'm a meditation teacher, so meditation, different, the dream journaling, like that would be really neat to hold a class of that sort. So a place that's it's a holistic boutique that is for classes, for healing, for products, for gathering and connecting our community.
Nice, nice.
So I'm trying to get all my resources to get that going, really.
Yeah,
This is
and
exciting.
it looks like you'll need your own collective together. That
I'm
way you
building
can
it,
get
I'm building it.
everything together,
Coming
yes.
together.
And tell them all the million things you do.
Okay, my name's Misty Hughes. Let's see, I'm somewhat Facebook famous, I guess. People know me from the streets, from my Instagram and my Facebook. I've had shows around town. I'm an artist, I'm an art teacher. I teach art at the El Pueblo History Museum. I've had multiple shows all around different coffee shops and restaurants and bars. I have my own mobile painting party business, so I teach all ages, birthdays, celebrations, and I go to the different businesses and I have these activities, or I'll go to people's homes. I also do a lot of community engagement for the Boys and Girls Club, for the United Way for the Mentoring Matters, for the El Pueblo History Museum, where I will have a large group of people come and we all contribute a small piece to a community painting, and then that painting will either be auctioned off and the money will go back to the organization, or it's been traveling around Pueblo. I have 2 pieces for the Mentoring Matters program that are outside of the judicial building. I mean, inside the judicial building, outside of the youth offenders courtroom. So I'm really engaged with the community. I'm surprised that I haven't met more of you. 'Cause, yeah, I'm like, I do so much all the time. People are like, oh, nice to meet you, I know you. I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. I'm glad you know me, but I don't know you. But that's okay. I'm having an art show at the Heritage Museum, a solo art show in August. So keep your eyes open for that. I just do a lot of stuff. I draw, I paint, I sculpt, I ceramics, I do sculpture, I do all kinds of stuff. So
I told her, just sit down and watch TV.
there's no time for that.
Bruce, you want to tell? Oh, well, you've already introduced, right?
Yeah.
Today?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll do it. No, okay.
No, she didn't.
See, our days are running together. Go ahead, Prudence.
I'm Prudence. I'm office assistant with the SBDC. I do work study there also.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
She's got the hands and the feet.
My name is Catherine O'Grady. I'm the new coordinator over at the SPDC, and this is day number 4.
Yeah. You all met
I'm
Lisa?
not Lisa, but I will have to say is that I'm also an artist. I do metal work.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not as great as some people, but you know, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Bernadette's with me. We like to eat, drink, and
Right.
watch TV.
That's right.
Okay, yeah.
You guys get rewarded with that after you help us all. That's why we like to have drinks.
Yeah. We're like, can you believe what they asked us for this time? You know, but then we'll figure out a way to make it happen. And so I won't introduce Dante. He'll introduce himself in the Latino Chamber next.
Perfect. Thank you, Brian. Thank you all so much for coming today. I'm Dante Bartola. I'm the Business Development Coordinator here. This is my favorite room in our office. It's our Learning Center. So this is where we host all of our workshops, presentations. If a member is wanting to share their expertise in their field, their area, they come in here. We set up a presentation for them just like the one you're seeing today. If members are wanting a specific type of assistance, they want to learn more how to get into TikTok. They want to learn how to set up retirement plans for employees, whatever they need help with. We try to find the people, whether it's in our member base in the community, it's people from SBDC, from the Greater Chamber, from SCED. We try to find them and have them give a presentation. So I'll just go over a little bit about the